following presentation is brought to you by the Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network.
In this small town, Friday nights in the fall are a little different. It's about the players of the future. It's about the players of the past. Like Burcho, Winston, and Peter. It's about the players of today, like McElhaney, Bernard, Hardgrave,
celebrate till we can't die. Every loss taught me how
Garrett. Here on Friday nights, we don't bleed red, we bleed blue. And not just any blue, but Panther blue. On Friday nights, it's about being a Greenbrier Panther. It's game time.
Welcome to tonight's matchup as the Greenbrier Panthers are taking on the Lake Hamilton Wolves. We're about 20 minutes away from kickoff here. I'm in the booth tonight with Jake Robinson. It's just us two, but we're going to have a good time, bring you a great broadcast tonight. The Panthers are coming off a pretty tough loss last week to Greenwood, 49-21 at home. That's been their first matchup since, I believe, 2012 last week. So there's been a few years when Greenwood moved up to 6A and, Greenbrier didn't play them. But they're back, and Greenwood is as strong as ever, and they came back and showed it. And so if you missed last week, if you weren't able to catch the game, our man Carl Spears got a great set of highlights. So stay tuned here, and we'll get you caught up from last week's game against Greenwood.
Overload. Time to go another level past overflow. We gon' do the most, overthrow the comatose, raise it up till the vibe reach Holy Ghost. Yeah, this a monolith in the making. All you heard was rumbling coming up from the basement. Ain't nothing erasing the legacy I'm creating. I just elevated the name, engraved it. Yeah, this a lift off energy. Got a date with destiny, and she feeling my chemistry. Manifestation, dreams to delivery, mind over matter, faith over disbelief. If you with me, let me know. Fired up, and my level never low. Here we go. If you with me, let me know. Ready, set, ready, set. Here we go. If you with me, let me know. Fired up, and my level never low. Here we go. Yeah, I'm feeling incredible. Ready, set, ready, set. I know this the moment you've been waiting on. In the awakening, the main event to take you home. Anything they say impossible, we taking on. We gon' gon' shift the energy, we gon' change the tone. I can feel a rise in the vibe, I'm alright, you can see it in my eyes.
Apologize, that was a Green Van Buren highlights. Here is your Greenwood highlights.
Good quick, deep spots right here. Good posture. Ready. Set. Go. Good.
As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I take a look at my life and realize there's nothing left. Cause I've been blasting and laughing so long that even my mama thinks that my mind is gone. But I ain't never crossed a man that didn't deserve it. Me be treated like a punk, you know that's unheard of. You better watch how you're talking and where you're walking, or you and your homies might be lying and short. I really hate the trip, but I gotta love it. As they go, I see myself in the pistol smoke. I'm the kind of leader that the homies wanna be like, on my knees in the night, saying prayers in the street light.
75 was also in for the stop, Gary Barnett. Pass is complete to number 2.
I can't live a normal life. I was raised by the state, so I gotta be down with the hood team. Too much television watching got me chasing dreams. I'm an educated fool with money in my mind. Got my tin in my hand and the gleam in my eye. I'm a low-down gangster, triple banker, and my homies is down, so don't arouse my anger. So walk down, but I won't be the way I'm living life. Do or die. What can I say? I'm 23 now, but will I never see 20 further away? Think it's going out of work. Power and the money, money and the power. Minute after minute, hour after hour. Everybody's running, but half of them don't know what's going on in the kitchen. But I don't know what's cooking. They say I got the nerve and nobody's in the teach me. If they can understand it, I think they teach me. I guess they can't, I guess they won't, I guess they front. That's why I know my life is out of luck for it.
Man, that was a tough loss last week against Greenwood, but we'll get into some stats here from last week. Your Panthers had a total of 306 yards of offense, 164 passing, 142 rushing, which that's a new combo for us over the past several games, to have the rushing and the passing to be that close matched up. And Parker Roberts is a big part of that, and we'll talk about him in just a second. The Panthers were 7 for 14 on third down conversions with 1 turnover. And so about Parker Roberts, man, he had 13 carries, 81 yards for 6.2 yards a carry and a touchdown. So Parker Roberts had an incredible game there at home. Carter McElhaney had 6 receptions for 109 yards, and this stat is crazy, 18.2 yards per reception, plus a touchdown. Our man Kane Griffin, his pass percentage went up. It was 34% last week, up to 54.2%, 164 yards, like we said earlier, and 2 touchdowns. And one of the things that I got to talking with just several people around the community, and Carl and I were talking about it Saturday as we went over to the Hendricks football game, is, man, the Panthers, and it you know, it always comes back to, well, if we just would have done this, but really the Panthers were just a couple of missed tackles away from that game being a lot closer than it was. There was one time Al and I on the mics were even like, oh, you know, Jake Glover, they've got him tackled at about the 50-yard line, and we're getting ready to move on to the next play. And then it's like, wait, what just happened? And he broke all the tackles, and ended up, you know, having about a 54-yard run for a touchdown. So there was just a few little goofy plays like that that really kind of got the game lopsided kind of right out of the gate. And so it's they did lose, but, man, the score doesn't reflect of how well the Panthers did play last week. I mean, they really played a great game. And so to kind of hear from the head Panther himself, our man Carl, he had a sit-down with Coach Tribble. And so we've got the next installment of Coaching Carl. So stay tuned.
This episode of Coaching Carl is brought to you by Serpro of Conway and Faulkner counties, like it never even happened, and by the Greenbrier Football Letterman's Club. So, Coach Tribble, you look back at the game Friday night against Greenwood, and you really got to be proud of how the guys played, at least there in the first half. You know, going in at halftime, the score was 21-28, and it really seemed like not just the first half, but just overall they really competed well. So kind of what were your thoughts on that?
Well, I have to agree with you. You know, you never, you know, our standard is around here is winning. We've won a lot of ball games, but you know, we just wanted our kids to play their hearts out and play the best they could, and let's see what that happened, what that caused to happen. And I really felt like, you know, we played, you know, as coaches, we really felt like we played probably played our best game, and so you know, we did take some pride in how hard our kids played. You know, we were right there with them in the first half. They scored right, you know, their last drive in the first half to make it 28-21. And, you know, offense, you know, made some big plays and had some good drives. The first half, we didn't put those drives together the second half, so we were disappointed in that. But defensively, other than 2 long plays the second half, which, you know, 2 long plays are killers, but, you know, we felt like our defense got better. We learned how to make some adjustments at halftime and did that. So, you know, I was just pleased with our guys competing the whole game, no matter what the score was. And that says a lot about their character and their heart. And I was really proud of that. And I think that will help us, you know, immensely going forward.
Yeah, and when you look back at the game, you and I've sat here and we talked several times, and the running game was one focus that you and the coaches really wanted to try to establish. And against Greenwood, the offense had a total of 142 total yards, and they were led by a sophomore, Parker Roberts, who rushed for 81 yards. So it seems like the young guys that are out there right now are really starting to grow up right in front of your eyes.
Well, I agree. Parker had his best game. He looked more comfortable running the ball. He followed his blocks and read the blocks the best that he had some had some acceleration. Had 15 carries for 83 yards. He had a 27-yard touchdown, and drugged some. He always finishes runs. He gets some extra yards at the end of runs, and I know. He's going to just keep getting better and better. Now Parker plays almost all the time on defense, and for a sophomore, carrying the ball 15 times and playing a whole lot on defense, and against Greenwood, their offense would tire you, make you really tired because they played so fast.
Yeah.
And Parker had by far his best game, and that is also an indication that our O-line had their best game run blocking, and again, there's three sophomores on that offensive line, and they're getting better, and our team is improving, and so we're really excited about that.
So you travel to Hot Springs this Friday night. Another tough opponent, Lake Hamilton. I believe they're undefeated, if I'm not mistaken. So what do you expect to see out of this Lake Hamilton team?
Lake Hamilton runs kind of a, they run a wing T offense, and that they, it's very much a smash mouth kind of offense. Really run the ball. They have big people, big strong people. They have their fullback who carries the ball a lot, is close to 200 pounds and is a good athlete. And then their slots and wings, are good athletes. Or one of them is their best player, is what everybody says. It plays safety and slot back. They've been throwing the ball not very much, but they get big plays out of passing game because of the misdirection and stuff that they do. So a big physical football team that executes this offense really well defensively. They play a three-man front. It's the three biggest D linemen that we've played against, and so they are definitely a good football team. Has been a team that's been deep in the playoffs the last few years. We think that we're going to run ball better against them. Hopefully as good or better against them as we did Greenwood, and we think that we have some guys in the, that can get open in our passing game. So we're real excited about the challenge, and and seeing how much we have improved, and if we can show that out at a on the road against somebody, and have a chance to pull off a win in this one.
Well, man, looking forward to it. Looking forward to traveling over there to Hot Springs and watch you guys and hopefully get that win.
All right. Appreciate it. All right.
This episode of Coach and Carl was brought to you by ServPro of Conway and Faulkner counties, like it never even happened, and by the Greenbrier Football Letterman's Club.
Man, big thank you to our man Carl Spears for sitting down with Coach Tribble, and you got to hear it from the man himself. He was proud of his guys and the team, and just the work that they put in there last week. Well, let's jump into a little preview here. We're about 3 minutes from kickoff as the Panthers have made their way down to Pearcy, Arkansas to take on the Lake Hamilton Wolves. They are 6-0 overall this season, 4-0 in conference. They're coming off a 60-21 win on the road over against Van Buren. Okay, a couple of the key players they're going to watch here. We were in the press box, and even the announcer said, "Hey man, this is one guy to watch." Senior Justin Crutchmer. He plays wide receiver. He plays running back. He plays defense. He is going to be all over the field. So number 5 is going to be one to watch tonight. And I was asking some of the guys here, I was like, well, where does he have offers to? He's an all-state wrestler since he was a freshman in 9th grade. He's a senior and has no plans to play football after his time here at Lake Hamilton. So he's going to be one to watch tonight. The Panthers are really going to have to keep an eye on. Another guy is senior running back Kendrick Martin. He's running up the stat sheet for sure for the Wolves as well. And then they've got a junior quarterback, Easton Hurley. A couple of guys on defense. Again, Justin Krushmer, he's leading the team in sacks. Senior Isaac Clenning, he's leading the team in tackles. Dakota Moncrief, he had an interception last game. So got a few key players the Panthers are going to have to definitely keep an eye on tonight against this really, really stout team here in Lake Hamilton. We're going to catch a little break here as we get ready for kickoff. You're watching the Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network. Here we go. We're about set for the kickoff as the Panthers won the toss tonight and they deferred to the second half. So my main man, the one and only Logan Graham, he gets ready to kick this one away and get this game started down here in Lake Hamilton. Great, beautiful night for football. Beautiful weather, about 70 degrees right now. It's going to continue to drop as the game continues to go on. But, man, we've got a great night for football. Panthers are fired up, man. Again, coming off a tough loss there last week to Greenwood at home. But, I mean, even Coach Tribble said really proud of the guys and in the effort they put in last week. Showed a lot of heart. Just one of those things, a few of those missed tackles just led to the score there was. Panthers going for the onside kick there as they try to come out of the huddle fast, and it doesn't go as far as it's supposed to, so they're going to back up and kick this one again. So I liked the move there right out of the gate, but now that the Wolves are cued in on what's happening, Mr. Graham's going to have to boot this one back about as far as he can go. But he definitely wants to keep it out of the hands of Justin Krushmer. He is again, like I said in the pregame, he is running up the stats for this Lake Hamilton Wolves offense and defense and special teams, and I think he's a professional popcorn popper and making hot dogs on top of it. He is the all-around Wolf down here in Lake Hamilton. So let's see what they come up with here as we get this game going for the second time. And here we go. Logan kicks this one away. It goes right to Crutchmer. So let's see if the Panthers can get him stopped. Man, right there to wrap him up is the one and only number 11, Jake Hargrave, making the stop there for the Panthers, taking about 7 seconds off the clock. And we're going to see this undefeated Wolves offense. We're going to see what they've got, and let's see what these Panthers can do here on defense. Got Kane Richardson stepping in there in the linebacker spot for the Panthers tonight. He had a really good game last week. Had a couple of big carries, kind of ran the Wild Panther there a few times, and Kane Richardson definitely stepped up. So let's see what they got here. Ball's at the 35-yard line. 11:53 to go here in the first quarter. Handoff's going to go right up the gut to Kendrick Martin. He's going to get about 7 yards on it as they blow the play dead. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 3. Let's see where the spot is. Looks like it's going to be from the 43-yard line. So that's going to bring up 2nd down, about 2 yards to go here. That big Wolves offensive line got a good push there for Martin. 2nd down, tight formation, 1 wide out. They like to run this wing T. You're going to see this a lot tonight. A lot of motion before the snap. That handoff goes to Martin. They blow it up. Again, that's Jake Hargrave on the tackle for a loss of 2 yards. Jake Hargrave, he showed up tonight. He's ready to play. That's a loss of 2. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 4. That TC works 3rd down and 4. From a man, Jay Griner. Saw him in Fatburger last night. Got to visit with him a little bit, so shout out to Jay Griner. Going to bring up 3rd down and 4. Again, handoff's going to go to Justin Crutchmer, number 5. He's going to get back just over the original line of scrimmage, maybe another yard, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Looks like about 1.5 yards from the spot up here in the booth. Host of Panthers in on that one. Look like Eric Hewitt getting up off the bottom of the pile, as well as number 15 for your Panthers, Garrett James. So that's going to bring up 4th down here. Wolves on their first drive. They're going to go for it. Panthers are all up on the line. They're ready. They're trying to go for the hard count. Clock rolling just over 10 minutes. Trying to go for the hard count again, and they're not going to get it. Play clock down to 5. Let's see what this Wolves offense does here. They're going to take their first time out of the game as the Panthers have pushed the Wolves into a very, very early timeout. They'll take a timeout. We'll take a timeout with them. You're watching the Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network. Here we go, 9:56 to go here in this first quarter. Let's see what the Wolves, it looks like they're lining up to go for it. They've got 1 wide out to the close side of the field to us here, close to the home side. And let's see what they come up with here. Kind of confused as to what's going on. They're in the huddle. They haven't broke the huddle yet. Game clock not rolling, play clock not rolling. Here we go, there's the signal. As the clock begins to roll. They're lined up. They're going to go for it. 4th and about 1 yard here for the Wolves. They hand it off out around the outside. That goes to number 15 as he gets down over the 35-yard line of the Panthers. That's junior Evan Payton on the carry. That's a pickup, about 25 yards there for the Wolves. So I had an opportunity there to get a big stop, and the Wolves turned it into a big game. Ball's at the 34-yard line, brings up 1st and 10 for the Wolves. They love this wing T. Right up the gut. Nope, quarterback's going to keep it. That's Hunter Utley. No, Easton Hurley. I'll get it right here in a minute. I'll get it by the end of the game. By the time it's over, I'll have it all dialed in. He gets a pickup of about 8 yards on first down. That's going to bring up 2nd down and 2 with the clock rolling at just over 9 minutes here in this first quarter. Score 0-0 here in Lake Hamilton. Wolves really like this run offense, this wing tee. They've got all different kind of formations they're going to go with tonight. Handoff goes to Crutchmer. He's going to get the first down and then some out over the left-hand side. He's going to take that one all the way down. They drag him down at the 8-yard line. That's going to be a pickup of 13 for the Wolves and bring up 1st and goal to go. So let's see if the Panthers can get a stop here, try to get some more time off this clock. These running backs for this Wolves offense, they're big, they're stout, and they know how to punch it in. Again, if you missed our pregame, their Wolves are coming off a big win over in Van Buren, 60-21. So snap's going to go to Martin. He's going to get over the line of scrimmage down to about the 5-yard line. That's a pickup of 2 on the play to bring up 2nd down and 5 with goal to go. Clock continues to roll just over 8 minutes here in this first quarter. Panthers really like to hold them to a field goal here if they could. Handoff goes to Crutchmer again. That's number 12, Eric Hewick on the stop. He gets another couple of yards down to about the 4-yard line, I'm sorry. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 3. That was a good stop there by Eric Hewitt. Wolves are going to make a couple substitutions here. Easton Hurley gets the call for his Wolves offense. He's under center. They bring a man in motion. They give it right around over the end, coming up for the stop. That's number 5, Jace Hart making the stop. He gets off his block, makes the stop. That's going to bring up 4th down. That was, again, number 15, Evan Payton on the carry. Let's see what the Wolves do here. They got that push on the 4th down earlier and got a big pickup. Let's see if they want to go for it here or if they're going to settle for 3. Play clock ticking down. It's at 10. Got a receiver out wide here. That's number 13. They're going to go for it. They're going to go for a pass. They're going to throw it. They're not going to get it. Panthers come up with a stop on 4th down, man. That's what you like to see. That's what you like to see out of your defense. Panthers come up with a big stop there on 4th down. Not allowing these Wolves to get any points with 6:31 to go here in this first quarter. My goodness, that's a big momentum gain for the Panthers right there. That's what you like to see. The Wolves have been effective running the ball. They go for the pass, and the Panthers are ready for it and get the stop. So let's see what this offense can do now. They've got a little momentum under their belt as they start deep in their own territory at the 4-yard line. Griffin in the gun with Roberts just to his right, twins to both sides. Now Roberts switches over to the left. He's going to get the handoff. He's going to get the call. He's going to get maybe back to the line of scrimmage. He may have actually lost a yard. Let's see what the mark is here. That's going to bring up 2nd down and 10. So we got back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 10, clock rolling with just over 6 minutes here in this first quarter. Twins to both sides. As Griffin changes up the play, he's got Roberts just to his left. He wants to throw. He's got a man. That's low. It's going to be incomplete. That was going to Big Country himself, Lawson Worthy. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 10 for the Panthers. On offense right now, you've got Izzy Guzman, Miles Miller, Big Country, Lawson Worthy, and the Jet, Carter McElhaney, down here on the side of the field closest to the press box. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 10. Got Izzy Guzman split out wide right, Twins to the left side. They're going to send Lawson Worthy in motion. Griffin in the gun, wants to throw. He's got a man. McElhaney, he's got the first down and then some. He breaks one tackle, and they wrap him up down at about the 17-yard line. That's a pickup of 13 and a first down for your Panthers. That was a good pass there by Griffin. He really threaded the needle in to McElhaney. McElhaney making the catch. So we're going to go Twins to the right side as they send Worthy in motion. Handoff goes to Roberts. He's going to go out over the right side. He's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Run game's really going to have to step it up against this big defensive line of these Lake Hamilton Wolves. So let's see what Coach Bertram goes with here. We're going to go trips to the left side of the field. Griffin all alone in the backfield. They're going to bring Miles Miller in motion with Twins to the right side. Throw goes out to Miles Miller. That's a good open field tackle. Credit where it's due. I believe that's number 21. I'm sorry, that's number 26 for the Wolves. Luke Atkinson. Miles Miller had a little bit of room to run, but Mr. Atkinson said, nah, not on this field. But that's a gain of about 2. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 8. Trips to the right side. Parker Roberts in the backfield alongside Griffin. He gets the snap. He wants to throw. He's going to run. He wants to run. He chunks one way downfield. Got a man wide open. That's Miles Miller at the 35. He's going to take it all the way down to about the 25. That's a 35-yard pickup there. My goodness, what a play. What a play. Miles Miller not giving up on it, and Kane Griffin not giving up on it. Panthers want to go quick here. They're already lined up, ready to go. They're going to take an official timeout. They've got a hurt Wolf down on the field. They'll take a timeout. We'll take a timeout with them. You're watching Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network. So here we go. They're helping the injured Wolf off the field. It's going to be 1st down and 10 for the Panthers from the 26-yard line with 4:09 to go here in the first quarter. That was a big pickup there by Miles Miller. They were in a bit of a jam, and they made it happen. Twins to both sides. Roberts in the backfield. He's going to get the call. He's going to go over the left side. He's going to get down over the 20. He's going to keep driving almost to the first down marker. He's going to be right at the sticks. That may be a first down for your Panthers. That is right on it. It may bring up 2nd down and a smidge. Nope, they're going to give it to him. 1st down and 10 for the Panthers from the 16-yard line. Panthers are knocking on the door. They've got Twins to the right side. Lawson Worthy up on the line. Robert's going to get the call again. He's going to run over that right side, get down to about the 13-yard line. That's going to be a pickup of 4. Bring up 2nd down and 6 with 3:13 to go here in this first quarter. Marcus Simpson checks in for Miles Miller. Parker Roberts, Big Country, the Jet, Izzy Guzman, all in the game. We're going to go trips to the right side with Roberts just to the left of Griffin. The Jet's going to go in motion. Griffin wants to throw. He's got some pressure. He tries to fire one into Lawson Worthy. That is incomplete. That's going to bring up 3rd down and about 7. I got it marked at the 14-yard line. I said 13 earlier. 3rd down and 7 to go from the 14-yard line. Let's see what Coach Burcham wants to do over there on the far side. An incomplete stops the clock with 2:39 to go. Twins to the left side. Griffin calls for it, gets the snap. He's going to run. He's going to go over that right side. He's going to get right at the 1st down marker. He may be half a yard short. That's a pickup of 6.5 to 7, depending on the spot here. That's going to bring up 4th down. Ooh, that is a bad spot. That's going to bring up 4th down to about a yard. Let's see what the Panthers want to do right here. They're going to go for it. They're going to go for it. As the clock rolls with just over 2 minutes to go here in this first quarter. They bring the Jet in motion. Griffin keeps it. He's going to get over the 1st down marker. He's right at it. My counterpart here just to my right is shaking his head no. I'm shaking my head yes. Jake, what'd you see?
Just seeing where he ran in, where the official ran in, it looked short.
Okay.
It looked up here like we got far enough, but where the official ran in to spot it, it just came up a little short.
All right, well, you're muted the rest of the game. We're done with that. All positivity here on the Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network.
I thought he got it.
And that was a terrible call. I still have you muted, by the way.
It's okay. It's cool.
I'm kidding, Jake. You're back now.
Listen, hey, Al can't be here, so you got to pick up for him.
That's right.
You can be the homer tonight.
I'll be the homer and I'll be the bully. So that's a turnover, man. What happened down here on the right side of the field is now what happened on the left side of the field. So the Panthers get in the red zone with no points. The same thing happens for the Wolves. Play. Oh
dang.
Man. That's kind of a bad call there. Garrett James has his hand pushed the guy out of bounds and looked up, and he was a little over the out of bounds. And Wolves are going to get an extra 15 on that one for a late hit.
He made a great stop, man to man. He had him, and then just that little extra push at the end really.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't aggressive. It wasn't egregious. I mean, that's kind of come on now, guys. Come on.
It was a good acting job.
I mean, even the back there, the receiver for the Wolves, he's patting James on the head. Hey, man, that's a good open field. And he gets an extra 15 yards. So the ball goes from the 14-yard line. He got it out to about the 19, and that's going to push it up to the 32-yard line. That's a big pickup for the Wolves. They send Crutchman in motion. He's going to get it over the right side. He's going to make a man miss. That's Matthew Bernard. There's a host of Panthers in on that stop, and that's going to bring up 2nd down and about 6. We'll say 7. The ball spotted at the 34-yard line. The guy moving the stick over there still hadn't moved. There we go.
Hey,
there we go.
Got it. There he is. Good job.
2nd down and 7 for the Wolves from the 34. Quarterback wants to throw. That's Utley. He's going to make a man miss. He's going to take off running. He's going to break a tackle. He's going to get over the 50 down into Panther territory all the way down to the 47-yard line.
That dude's quick, man.
He
saw
quick.
a gap and he took off.
That's Easton Hurley. I keep wanting to say Utley. I'm sorry if there's any Hurley family or friends joining into the Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network. I doubt there is, but I need to get the name right. So here we go. 1st down and 10 from the Panther 47. They want to pass. Intended receiver was number 5. That's Justin Crushmer. Hits him just on the fingertips, and that one's incomplete. Stops the clock with 42 seconds to go. Hurley's pass maybe just a little out of reach, but not by much. They've got the ball right in between the 46 and the 47. There's a flag on the play.
Oh.
Holding on the Wolves.
We'll take it.
We'll take it. That might have been a little bit of a make-up call from earlier.
It could be.
Could be, but regardless, hey, we'll take it. That's going to bring up 2nd down and 20 with 42 seconds to go here in this first quarter.
They can go ahead and give us another make-up call. I'll be fine with that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We'll take it, Mr. Robinson. They're going to back them up some more. What is happening right now?
I have no idea, but that was another 10.
So, 2nd down and 30.
Well, now they got 1st down. What is going on? I'm guessing the hold went on.
Hey, we'll take it. It's 2nd down and 29 from the Wolves' 35-yard line. They want to pass. It's complete out to that was Miles Miller on the stop. Pass was complete to, I can't see. I don't know if it's 18 or 13 or 16. It was completed to a Wolf. I do know that. That's going to be a pickup of 10. That's going to bring up 2nd down, about 20 to go. Looks like they want in the gun again. They're going to hand it off to Kendrick Martin. He's going to go over the left side right there to make the stop. That was Matthew Bernard. And I believe that was Garrett James on the stop as well. Yeah. Garrett James and Matthew Bernard making the stop. That brings up 3rd down and 10. 3rd down and 10 with 1 second to go here in the first quarter. He got out of bounds there and the clock stopped. So, Hurley from the gun. He brings a man in motion. That's Crushman. He wants to pass. He's got all the time in the world. Coming up to make the stop. There's a fumble on the play. Panthers get it. Scoop it up. That's Parker Roberts. He gets down over the 35-yard line all the way down to the 33. Making the fumble, causing it right there. Jake Hargrave on the play. That's what you like to see. That's a good play right there.
Oh, crap. He's down.
Parker Roberts comes to scoop it up and make a run. Parker Roberts is down. We've got a timeout on the field. We'll take a timeout with them. You're watching the Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network. Here we go out of the timeout. Had to help Parker Roberts off the field. Kane Richardson is in the Wild Panther. This worked for his last game a few times. 2 turnovers for your Panthers tonight, 1 down on the goal line, and then a fumble here. As Richardson gets it, he makes a man miss. He gets over the line of scrimmage. He picks up about a yard on the play to the 31-yard line. That's going to bring up 2nd down and 9 as we start the second quarter of play. As Marcus Simpson checks out, as Miles Miller checks back in. Easy Guzman in, Big Country Lawson Worthy. Number 29, Seth Reed. Looks like we're going to go with that Wild Panther again, Kane Richardson. Gets everybody in order. So he calls for it. He wants to pass. He throws to Miles Miller. Miles Miller gets lit up. My goodness, I hope he's okay. He'll be feeling that one in the morning, but that's incomplete. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 10. Woo! Kane Richardson tried to put some heat on that one, and he zipped it in there. And boy, they laid a lick on Miles Miller. He's still out there. He's a tough booger. So let's see what the guys have in store. Izzy Guzman, Seth Reed, Miles Miller. In the jet, Carter McElhaney. Seth Reed in the backfield just to the right of Kane Richardson. Twins to both sides. Play clock ticks down, 2-1. They're going to get a delay of game. Kane Richardson just didn't see it. He wasn't paying attention. That'll back him up a little bit. It's going to be a delay of game with 11:07 to go here in the second quarter. That'll back them up 5. I'll bring up 3rd down and 15. Panthers need a big play here. They've had 2 big stops so far. Forced a fumble and got a turnover down on the 4-yard line. So let's see if they can convert here on this 3rd down. They were 7 for 14 last week against Greenwood. So we go empty back set for Kane Richardson. So he brings Miles Miller in motion. Miller gets it. They give it to the jet. He takes off. He makes a man miss. He gets tackled from behind. He's going to lose a yard back to the 40-yard line. The Panthers are going to have to punt, try to pin him back deep here. Tried to go with the reverse. They brought Miles Miller in motion. Carter McElhaney was waiting on it, and he took off, and that was number 20 coming up to make the stop, Isaac Clenny. Isaac Clenny, he is their lead tackler for that Wolves defense. So, Panthers are going to have to punt here. Hunter Moss is back. He catches the snap about 10 foot above his head. He's got a wobbly, nasty kick. It's going to hit at the 30. And it's going to be down right there at about the 31-yard line. So didn't get a good snap. Wasn't able to get a good punt off as the Wolves were coming at him. So the Wolves are going to have a good spot to start here on their first drive of the second quarter. Be 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line. So let's see what the Wolves, they've got one guy split out wide with that tight flex bone. Handoff goes to Crutchman. He's got a gap. He can drive a truck through, and he's off to the races. He's over the 40, down to the 30, to the 20. He's taking this one to the house. That's going to be a touchdown for the Wolves at the 10:04 mark here in the second quarter. Their first play from scrimmage here in the second quarter, and the Wolves take it to a house. Had kind of a multi-delayed handoff there. Give it to Crutchman. He found a gap, and he took it all the way. 69-yard run there for Justin Crutchmer as he continues to add to his stats for this Wolves offense as they take a 6-0 lead here at the 10:04 mark in the second quarter. They mess up the extra point. They're going to try to throw it. Panthers are going to swallow it up, and that's going to be it. It's 6-0 here in the second quarter. Wolves on top. You're watching Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network. Here we go as Andy Duran gets ready to kick this one away for the Wolves. Got McElhaney, Gavin Davis back deep for the Panthers. That one's going to go right to McElhaney. He's going to field it at the 4-yard line as he takes off. He's going all the way to the right. He cuts back to the left. He's over the 20 down to about the 25, and he's wrapped up by a host of Wolves led by number 17, Caleb Roosh. And the Panthers will have it 1st and 10 from the 26-yard line. So 9:54 to go here in the first half. Panthers have brought in Owen Scribner. Got trips to the left side, and they're going to bring McElhaney in motion. They're going to have a false start on the Panthers. That's going to back them up 10. It's going to bring up 1st down and 15. Sorry, back them up 5. Not real for sure what happened to Kane Griffin. But we had Kane Richardson there in that series right before the Wolves score. Now we've got Owen Scribner. They're going to bring McElhaney in motion. Scribner gets it. He drops it. He's going to fumble it, and the Wolves are going to take over 1st and 10 from the 14-yard line. It hit Scribner in the hands, and he just couldn't control it, and he drops it. And, man, number 26, again for the Wolves, that's Luke Atkinson. He just blew it up in there, read it like a book. He was right there on top of Owen before he could breathe. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Wolves from the 13-yard line. They're going to have a chance to go up by a couple scores here, and not much time coming off the clock. Handoff goes to Krushmer as he gets down over the 5-yard line. He's still driving. He's still going. He's going to get down to about the 3-yard line. It's going to be right at the 1st down marker, depending on the spot. Looks like it is. They're going to mark it down at the 2. So that's going to be 1st down and goal to go for the Wolves with 9:30 to go here in the first half. Wolves on top 6-0. They're lined up in that formation that they love so well. They're going to go with a quarterback keep, and he's going to go right up the gut for the touchdown. That was Easton Hurley. And the Wolves are going to go up by 12 here at the 9:05 mark in the second quarter. Let's see if they're going to go for 2 here or try to do that field goal again. As their kicker, number 12, Andy Duran, comes off the field. It looks like they're going to go for 2. Hunter Hurley says, I got it, Coach. So let's see if he does. He's got Kendrick Martin just to his right, trips to the right side. Martin goes in motion, throw out to Martin. He falls down. He's not going to get it. He's not going to get it. Panthers come up with a big stop there at the 9:05 mark until halftime. It's 12-0 Wolves. You're watching Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network. Here we go, 9:05 to go here in this first half. As the Wolves have taken a 12-0 lead. They scored at the 10:04 mark and again at the 9:05 mark. There's a lot of guys talking down here on the Wolves as they line up. Let's see what number 12, Andy Duran, has in store as he approaches the ball. They go for the short kick. Matthew Bernard calls for the fair catch. At the that was a nice spot. At the 34-yard line. We will take that all day. Speaking of Matthew Bernard, man, he's having a great season. Great senior year, man. Back, you think a few games back at the Valonia game, had some couple of big interceptions there. He's having a great senior year. So here we go. Owen Scribner in the QB spot, twins to both sides with Seth Reed in the backfield. Reed's going to get the handoff. He's going to go out over the right side. He's going to get down the sideline right at the first down marker. Doesn't look like he stepped out of bounds. He's going to be close. Looks like he might have stepped out at the 42-yard line. That's a pickup of 8 and brings up 2nd down and 2. With 8:58 to go here until halftime. Seth Reed making it happen here early in this game. We're going to go trip stacked up tight here to the right side. They're going to send Seth Reed in motion. Owen Scribner is going to toss it out to McElhaney, and it's going to be incomplete. It's going to be incomplete. They tried to run the screen for McElhaney. That's going to be incomplete and bring up 3rd down and 2 from the 42. So here we go. McElhaney split out wide, one-on-one coverage here. They're going to bring Miles Miller in motion. Handoff goes to Reed. But a couple of them decided to move before the ball did. So that's going to be a false start. That's going to back them up 5. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 7. So here the play clock begins to roll. We're going to go twins to both sides with Seth Reed in the backfield alongside Owen Scribner. Scribner wants to pass, looks downfield. It's intercepted. He underthrew Izzy Guzman, and it fell right in the hands. That was Kendrick Martin. He can run it. He can catch it. He jumps the route on that one. And that's going to be another turnover for this Wolves defense. They bring up 1st down and 10 from the 43-yard line in Panther territory. First and 10 with 8:43 to go until halftime. So Hurley gets the call. He's going to hand it off to Justin Crutchmer. He's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to bring up 2nd down and 10. Whole slew of Panthers in there on that stop. Number 19, Jacob Mudaman, checks in for the Wolves. He splits out wide to the right side of Hurley. They bring a man in motion. They give it to Crutchman again. He goes right up the middle. He's going to down over the 10, over the 5. That's another touchdown for the Wolves. Garrett James and Miles Miller were right there, but just couldn't make it happen. And the Wolves go up 18-0 at the 7:58 mark here until halftime. They're going to go for the extra point again. They went for the extra point earlier and didn't get it. Went for 2 and didn't get it, so we're going to go back to the extra point. Easton Hurley is their holder. Their extra point kicker, junior number 97, Brian Garcia. The kick is up. The kick is away. The kick is good. It's all Wolves here in the first half as they take a 19-0 lead here at the 7:58 mark, just under 8 minutes. You're watching the Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network. Andy Duran tees up another one here in the second quarter. As he approaches the ball, the kick is away. That one's going to go back to Carter McElwain. He's going to field it at about the 6-yard line as he takes off. He's over the right side. He makes a man miss. They push him out of bounds. Woo! He had a little bit of room there, but he gets pushed out of bounds right at the 24-yard line. And that's where the Panthers will take over possession. It'll be 1st and 10 for your Greenbrier Panthers at their own 24-yard line. My goodness, when McElhaney, he kind of jogs there for a second, but when he wants to turn it on, whoo, the Air Force commit man, he just creates speed out of nowhere. So here we go, Owen Scribner with Seth Reed in the backfield. Eric Hewitt checks into the game for the Panthers. Handoff's going to go to Seth Reed. They're going to blow it up. They're going to get him in the backfield. He's going to lose about 6 yards on the play, maybe 5. That's going to bring up, call it 4. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 13. Call it 3 yards, I'm sorry. Struggling with math today. So the clock continues to roll just under 7.5 minutes here in this second quarter. Eric Hewitt, Izzy Guzman, Miles Miller trips to the right side as they bring Miller in motion. Handoff goes again to Seth Reed. He's going to get maybe back to the line of scrimmage, maybe pick up 1.5 yards, and that's going to bring up 3rd down and 11. This Panthers offense really mixing in a lot of younger guys tonight. I like to see it. Eric Hewitt checks out. Big Country, Lawson Worthy checks back in. A couple of weeks ago, the church fed the team, and I asked Lawson Worthy, I said, hey, man, I've nicknamed you Big Country. Is that okay? And he said, sure. He wasn't real excited or really tore up about it one way or the other, Jake. But anyways. They're going to blow that one dead and take a timeout. Panthers are. They'll take a timeout. We'll take a timeout with them. You're watching the Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network. So here we go out of the timeout. 6:30 to go here in this second quarter. Panthers are going to go twins to the right side and send Lawson Worthy in motion. Owen Scribner wants to throw. He's got Izzy Guzman wide open over the 40. That's going to be a first down and then some all the way down to the 41-yard line. That's a big pickup for the Panthers of about 26 yards. They want to go fast. They're already up on the ball. Sideline crew taking their time over there. They're going to go trips to the right side. Owen Scribner gets it. They're going to screen out to McElhaney. McElhaney's got room. He breaks a tackle. He gets over the 30. He gets out of bounds right at the first down marker. They're going to say he stepped out just a yard short. That's going to bring up second down and a yard right at the logo at the 50-yard line. Clock stops with 6:11 to go. Owen Scribner calls for it. They're going to hand off to Seth Reed right up the middle. He's going to get the first down and another couple of yards to go with it as he gets out to the 47-yard line in Wolves territory. That'll bring up first down and 10 at the 6:05 mark here in the second quarter. Twins to the right side. Owen Scribner in the backfield calls it, gives it to Seth Reed. Seth Reed, he gets maybe back to the line of scrimmage, fights for another yard. He's going to get it right at the 45-yard line. So that's going to be a pickup of 2 and bring up second down and 8. Second down and 8. With about 5.5 minutes to go in this second quarter. Beautiful night for football down here in Lake Hamilton. Trips to the left side. Izzy Guzman one-on-one coverage all down here on the right side by himself. Handoff's going to go to Seth Reed. He slips. They push him back. He'll get right at the line of scrimmage. They'll give him an extra yard there. That'll bring up third down and 6 for your Greenbrier Panthers. Struggled on third down tonight so far, so we need to make this happen here as Miles Miller checks in for Seth Reed. Carter McElhaney in the backfield alongside Owen Scribner. Trips to the right side. Marcus Simpson all alone up there. Low pass. McElhaney's able to pick it up. He's going to get back to about the 47-yard line. That's going to bring up fourth down and about 10 to go to the first down marker. Let's see what they want to do here. Actually got him losing about half a yard. Panthers are going to have to punt. That's going to bring up fourth down and 11 as the clock rolls at just under 4 minutes in the fourth quarter. As Hunter Moss steps back to his punt position. Let's see if we can get a good punt off here. The snap is high again. The punt is up. It's a beauty. It's a beauty there. Fair catch called for at the 17-yard line by Justin Crutchmer. And that's where the Wolves will take over possession at the 3:37 mark here in the second quarter. Panthers had a couple of big plays there in that drive, but just not able to convert and have to punt it away. So let's see if this defense can keep these Wolves out of the end zone as we approach the end of this first half here in Lake Hamilton. They send a man in motion. They're going to give it right up the gut, and the stop's made right there on top of it. That is Eric Hewitt. Eric Hewitt wrapping him up immediately. That was Kendrick Martin on the carry. They're going to give him a yard, so that's going to bring up 2nd down and 9 as the clock continues to roll. Hurley up under center. Calls for it, gives to Crutchmer. Crutchmer gets down over the 25-yard line. He's going to keep digging. He's going to keep digging. Keep digging. They've got him wrapped up right at the 1st down marker. They're going to give him the 1st down and then some out to the 30-yard line. So that'll be 1st down and 10 from the Wolves 30. The clock continues to roll here at the 2:40 mark in the 2nd quarter. Hurley up under center. He's going to hand off to number 15. That's Evan Payton. G Money, Matthew Garrett. He's on top of that one. Kane Richardson in on the stop as well. I believe that's Jace Harp also. It's going to be a pickup of about 2 yards. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 8. Just over 2 minutes to go. Crutchmer gets the call as he goes over the right side. He makes a man miss. He's down over the 50. He's down over the 45. They wrap him up at about the 42-yard line. That's going to be a big gain for the Wolves. Pick up about 26 yards for the Wolves offense there. Crutchmer makes a few men miss and gets all the way down to the 42-yard line in Panther territory. They've got a fresh set of downs. They want to pass. Hurley wants to throw, but he's not going to have time as Jake Hargrave comes up and makes a stop. He's going to lose about 7 yards on the play. That's a big stop there by Jake. That's twice now that Jake Hargrave has come in and tackled Hurley for a loss. He thinks he's got all day, but he forgets he's got a Jake Hargrave coming up his backside and making the stop, so he's going to have to be a little quicker if he wants to throw the ball against his Panther defense. Because Jake Hargrave has got Easton Hurley's number. Here we go. They want to throw again. Jake Hargrave blows it up again. We just said it. We just said it right here on the broadcast. He's going to lose another 10 yards all the way back to the 40-yard line. You're going to have to get on your high horse here, Mr. Hurley, if you want to get one past Mr. Jake Hargrave. He's having a heck of a game tonight so far. That's going to push them all the way back. They're going to spot it at the 41-yard line. So it is now 3rd and 28 for this Wolves offense with 20 seconds to go here until halftime. Hurley gets the snap. He hands off to Crutchmer. He comes over the right side. They're going to run him out of bounds as the clock stops with 10 seconds to go. That's going to be a pickup of about 5 yards as the play clock rolls at about 30 seconds. Let's see what the Wolves offense does here on 4th down. Looks like they're going to have to punt with 10 seconds to go. Now the punter is number 4, Easton Hurley. So let's see if the Wolves may have a little trickery up their sleeve here. Hurley gets the punt. It is up and it is away. It's going to hit at the 34-yard line and roll back to the 37-yard line. And that's going to be it in this first half. All Wolves here in the first 24 minutes of play as they take a 19-0 lead going into halftime. We'll take a break and get you here in just a little bit with some halftime stats. You're watching the Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network. We are back right out of the halftime break. Wanted to hit you with a few stats. Panthers have 8 first down, 13 rushes for 30 yards, an average of 2.0 yards per rush. They are 6 for 11 on passing yards, 92 yards total for 8.4 yards per pass. Total plays 26 for 122 yards. The Wolves are 29 plays for 281 yards. They've rushed 23 times for 247 yards. So all of their yardage tonight has come on the ground. So 2 turnovers for the Panthers, 1 turnover for the Wolves, and it has been all Wolves in this game. So as we're about to get third quarter play underway, we're just a few moments away from the beginning of this second half. I want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in tonight. Big shout out to our man on top, our film guy tonight. He drove the cheer bus over here. I saw him sitting in the stands, and we called over Mr. Justin Woodrum. So big shout out to Mr. Justin Woodrum as he's running the camera tonight. So if you don't like it, take it up with him. And beside me, as always, Jake Robinson. So here we go as they're carting off one of the band guys. The kick is up. The kick is away. McElhaney's going to field it at about the 4-yard line. It looks like they're going to blow this one dead before the jet even gets wound up. So I believe it's going to be an offsides on the Wolves. So they'll back them up 5 and try again. So let's see what happens here. Again, I want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in tonight. We're down here in beautiful Lake Hamilton. Temperature in the high 60s. Light long sleeve shirt if you're a little cold in nature. Jake says this is t-shirt and shorts weather all day long. But regardless, it is a beautiful night down here in Pearcy, Arkansas, as your Greenbrier Panthers made the trip down here to take on the Lake Hamilton Wolves. Wolves have got a 19-0 lead as we begin second half play as Andy Duran kicks one away to Cardinal McElhaney. He's going to field it at about the 10. He's going to get over the 25 down to the 30-yard line as a flag comes in right at the end of the play. I see a Wolf kind of throwing his hands up. That's number 22, Riley Poole. And it looks like the Panthers are going to get some extra yards on the end of the run, so we will take that all day long. Well, they've got the ball marked at the 31. The sideline guys are lined up at the 25. And now here we go. So it's a face mask. So that's going to be an extra 15 for the Panthers. Hey, we'll definitely take that all day long. That's going to be right at in the logo in the middle of the field all the way down to the 46-yard line. So the Panthers will set up shop there. Owen Scribner and crew, 1st and 10 from the Panther 46-yard line. So here we go. Handoff's going to go to Seth Reed. He's going to spin. He's going to get through the line. He's going to get all the way down on a tough run down to the 46-yard line of the Wolves for a pickup of 8. That was a great run from Seth Reed. So we've got 2nd and 2 for the Panthers right out of the gate with 11.5 to go here in this third quarter. Going to go twins to the left side as Owen Scribner calls. He's going to give it to Seth Reed again. They blow it up, but Seth Reed spins away. He almost had a little more leg room, but that gets him a little closer to that first down stick. It's going to bring up 3rd down and short. As Seth Reed kind of hobbling around. That's what the Panthers don't need tonight is another injury. They're going to bring in Kane Richardson as Seth Reed checks out. Matthew Garrett checks in. Owen Scribner checks out. So let's see what G-Money and Kane Richardson can bring to the table for this Panther offense. Again, Carter McElhaney, Big Country, Izzy Guzman, and Miles Miller. Panthers are going to have to take a timeout as that play clock was about to get them, and we'll take a timeout with them. You're watching the Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network. .10:34 to go in the third quarter here as Kane Richardson is lined up in that wild Panther formation. They're going to send Lawson Worthy in motion. He's going to get it. He's going to get the first down and then some out over the 40-yard line as he gets tripped up right at the 40. He's going to fall forward for a few yards down to the 37-yard line. That's going to be a nice little pickup of 6 yards for Kane Richardson. Panthers will get a fresh set of downs and set up shop at the Wolves' 37-yard line with 1st and 10 at the 10:24 mark. Owen Scribner checks back in. So does Marcus Simpson. So we're going to go trips to the left side with McElhaney in the backfield alongside Scribner. They're going to send McElhaney in motion. Quick pass out to Miles Miller. He's going to get over the 35 down to the 30 down to the 25. He's going to get wrapped up all the way down to about the 22-yard line, and there's a flag on the play right at the 30-yard line. I bet this is going to be a hold, and I bet this one's coming back. It is a hold on the offense. So that's going to bring up 1st down and 20. They're going to back them up all the way to the 47-yard line. I think. They're going to give it to him at the 45-yard line. So here we go. It's going to be 1st down and 20 for the Panthers from the Wolves' 45-yard line as Big Country goes in motion. They're going to hand it off to Carter Macklin. He makes a man miss. My goodness, when he turns it on, this guy can fly. So much fun to watch. But he gets all the way down to the 34-yard line. That's a pickup of about 17 yards on 1st down. That's going to bring up 2nd down and 6 at the 9:20 mark. There's a flag on the play. Looks like it's going to be a false start. Do apologize there for everyone tuning in. Kind of ran into a little technical difficulty there. Panthers ended up having to turn that one over back to the Wolves, and that brings up 3rd down and about 2 for the Wolves at the 7-11 mark. Again, thank you to everyone that reached out just saying, hey, man, we can't see anything. It's not working. So thank you. So at the 7-11 mark here in the 3rd quarter, the Wolves are at their own 25-yard line. They run it out over the right side as Miles Miller makes the stop there as they get the 1st down and then a little bit all the way down to the 38-yard line. It looked like Wyatt Wolf there on the carry for the Wolves. As the clock rolls just under 7 minutes, it's 1st and 10 from the Wolves' 37-yard line. Wolves want to pass. That's Jacob Hargrave again. He's almost got him. He just gets out of reach. He's going to get the first down and then a little bit. They're going to run him out of bounds. That's going to stop the clock at the 6:36 mark. They're going to say he didn't get the first down. He's just a little bit short. That's going to push the ball out to the 46-yard line of the Wolves. Oh, Jake Hargrave, he could smell it. He could smell Easton Hurley, and he was ready to get him, just didn't quite have the horses to get there. But it's going to bring up 2nd down and short for the Wolves regardless. Hurley under center. Gets the snap. He's going to hand it off to Martin. He's going to get over the 50 down to the 45, 43-yard line of the Wolves as a flag comes out in the backfield. Let's see what the call here is. Looks like it was going to be holding on the Wolves. One of those linemen had Jake Hargrave pretty much wrapped up and laid on top of him. So that's going to be a 10-yard penalty for the Wolves. So that's going to bring up 2nd down. What's that going to be? 2nd down about 13. Second down and 13 from the Wolves' 34-yard line. As Hurley's under center, he wants to pass. Hargraves almost got him again. Almost had him by a shoestring as a flag comes out. They're going to wrap him up at the 35-yard line. He's going to get maybe back to the line of scrimmage. Another flag comes out. Let's see what this is. Referee's pointing towards the Panthers.
Goes on that long, it's got to be a hold, right? Waving it off.
They're going to wave that flag off. Looked like there was a hold, but regardless, it's going to bring up 3rd down and 11 for the Wolves as they lead here in the 3rd quarter with 6:05 to go, 19-0. They're going to go twins to the right side from the gun. Easton Hurley wants to throw. He wants to throw. He's going to get back. They almost wrap him up. They almost get him again. They get him down. He's going to get the first down. They're going to give him a very generous spot where he quit sliding all the way down to the 49-yard line. Man, they almost had him wrapped up about 4 times back there at about the 35. But regardless, the Wolves are going to get a fresh set of downs from their own 49-yard line. Let's see if the Panthers can make something happen here. With the clock rolling, just under 5.5 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. They bring a man in motion. They're going to hand it off to Martin. He's going to get over the left side, out over the 40, down to the 35, to the 30. He's still going all the way down to the 25, just carrying Panthers with him as he goes. That's going to be a 25-yard gain and a big first down for the Wolves. They're going to mark him just a little short of the 25 at the 26-yard line of the Panthers. It'll be 1st and 10 there as the clock rolls at the 5-minute mark here in the 3rd. Here we go. They're going to go twins to the right side. They're going to hand it off to Martin. They wrap him up in the backfield. He's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. There's a couple Panthers in on that stop. I believe that was Lawson Worthy coming in to make the stop. He's been getting to play a little bit of both sides of the ball here the last couple of games. And he comes in and makes a stop for the Panthers. That's a good combination right there on both sides of the ball, Jake Hargrave and Lawson Worthy. And get you on the left side or get you on the right side. So they're going to go back to that traditional formation for the Wolves as Hurley's under center. Crutchfield goes in motion. He's going to get it over the left side. He's going to get a few yards on the play down to the 24-yard line. That'll be a pickup of about 5. It'll bring up 3rd down and 6 for the Wolves as the clock rolls just under 4 minutes here in the third quarter. As the Wolves are on top 19-0. Panthers need to get a stop here and get some points on the board. Hurley gets the snap, wants to throw, quick pass out, and he's immediately wrapped up by Miles Miller. That was number 19 on the catch. Muddleman. He's stopped immediately by the one and only Miles Miller. He's got a lick tonight, and he's laid a lick tonight. That's going to bring up 4th down and 3 for the Wolves, and it looks like they're going to go for it. Wolves look like they're going to go for it here in the third. They're going to get the hard count on Lawson Worthy, the offensive man, and that's going to get him the first down. The Wolves are going to get a fresh set of downs at the 15-yard line. They had him where they wanted him. Lawson just got excited. He's been getting in that backfield a little bit, and he just got a little too excited. I like seeing our coaching staff over there pumping them up. It happens, learn, and move on. So here we go. Fresh set of down from the Wolves from the 15 at the 2.5 mark to go here in the third. Crutchman's going to get it over the right side. He's going to be wrapped up by number 3, Kane Richardson, as he went down and then stood back up and tried to get a few more. There's all kinds of flags coming in here late. Back judge and the line judge are both throwing one in there. Let's see what shakes out here. Referee standing at about the 7-yard line. Wolves look like they're backing up. Sorry for the long pause here. They're trying to sort this one out. It is going to be against the Wolves, and I'm okay with that. The further we can keep them from the end zone, the better. It's going to be a holding call on the Wolves, so that's going to push them back to the 22-yard line. So it's still first down. That'll bring up 1st and 18 from the 22. So the Wolves don't have to score to get a first down. They just need to get over the 5-yard line. But let's hope it doesn't even get that far. Let's see this Panthers defense step up here and get a big stop. Sorry, that's going to be 2nd down and 18 from the 22. Hurley wants to run. Kane Richardson's right there. He gets a hand on him, but doesn't quite get him wrapped up. They say he stepped out of bounds. That's what I thought too. He steps out of bounds before he gets to the first down marker. He is going to get a big chunk of that back. It's going to bring up 3rd down and, 3rd down and about 3 at the 1:46 mark. He steps out of bounds. That stops the clock here in the third quarter. Hurley's going to go back under center. Bring Crutchman in motion. Crutchman's going to get it. He's going to go over the right side. He's going to barrel his way all the way down into the end zone. They're going to score at the 1:41 mark. This is definitely a ground and pound team, and they're showing why tonight as they take a 25-0 lead here in the third quarter. They're 1 for 2 on extra points tonight. On field goals, that is, I'm sorry. They tried to go for 2 on their second touchdown and didn't get it. So let's see what happens here. The flags are out. No one was set. That's going to be a false start on the offense. They're going to back them up and try again. I'm sorry. That was offsides on the offense. So now the Wolves are going to bring the kicking team off the field as they're going to get half the distance to the goal, which is about a foot. And they're going to try to go for 2. They didn't get it last time. Let's see if these Panthers can step up and not let them get it again. That's Crutchman. He goes right up the gut and gets the 2. 27-0 here in the third. It's all Wolves. We're going to take a timeout. You're watching the Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network. Well, we're still running into some problems right there, but if you missed it, it was 3rd down and a mile, and Owen Scribner just chunked one, ran into some receivers. It was a okay throw, and it bounced between a few players, landed in Carson McElhaney's lap, and he took it to the house for 7. So the Panthers are on the board with 18 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. It's 27-7. We'll take a timeout. You're watching the Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network. We're back here with 18 seconds to go as my man, Logan Graham, tees one up. He's going to kick this one back to about the 20-yard line as Justin gets it. He's over the 40. He's over the 45 down to the 40 of the Panthers. They're going to get him down at about the 38-yard line. That's number 5 on the reception. Justin Crutchmer, that's a great return there for the Wolves. The Panthers just couldn't get him wrapped up. There's going to be 8 seconds to go here in this 3rd quarter. Again, I do apologize for our little difficulties we've had this evening. We're trying to get it all worked out. Keep each and every one of you tuned in at home. Appreciate all the texts, kind of keeping us up to date on what you guys are able to see and not see. But here we go. 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line for the Wolves. Panthers are ready for it. Handoff's going to go right up the gut. I believe that's number 1, Kendrick Martin. Clock ticks down to 0, and that's it. We've got 12 minutes to go. 12 minutes of football left here in this matchup. We're going to take a timeout. You're watching the Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network. We're getting underway as the handoff goes to Justin Scribner. He's going to be wrapped up. He may get a yard on the play. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 3 from the Wolves from the Panther 31-yard line. Again, big shout out to Justin upstairs taking care of our camera stuff tonight, and Jake Robinson here beside me. He's running upstairs and downstairs. And over here at Lake Hamilton, you've got to climb a ladder and punch a hole through a roof hatch to get on top. It's kind of interesting setup, but we're making the most of it. So thank you again for everyone tuned in and watching. We really, really appreciate it. So Easton Hurley under center. He's going to hand off. That's a new back coming in. He's going to get right at the line of scrimmage. This is going to all depend on the spot. It's going to bring up 4th down for sure. That was a new back in running. That's number 20, Isaac Clenny. He's their defensive specialist, man. He's leading tackles for that Wolves defense. So that's interesting to see him in on the offensive side of the ball. So just under 11 minutes to go. It's going to bring up 4th down and short. Let's see if they can get a stop here. They're going to get the 1st down and then about another yard. That'll bring up a fresh set of downs for the Panthers with the clock stopped at 10:38 to go here in the ball game. They'll mark it at the 27-yard line of the Panthers. And the Wolves get a fresh set of downs. Let's see what Easton Hurley has here. The play clock gets down to under 10. Down to 5. They're not going to get this one off. They're going to have to take a timeout here. As that should be a delay game, but it's not. As Clenny gets it, they're going to wrap him up right at the 24-yard line. Woo, that was close. That was close. I see number 48 there for the Panthers, the one and only Tanner Harris getting in on some action from that linebacker position. Several young guys mixed in there on that defensive side of the ball to get some playing time here tonight. Wolves on top 27-7 with just under 9.5 to go here in the ball game. As Easton Hurley's under center with Clenny in the backfield. They're going to do the double handoff. That's going to be number 15 getting down to the 15-yard line. He's wrapped up by Matthew Bernard. That's Evan Payton on the carry. It's going to be the 1st down and then a little bit. So that'll be 1st and 10 from the 14-yard line. So the Wolves don't have to get a touchdown to get a fresh set of downs. They just have to get it over the 5-yard line, over the 4-yard line. I need to learn to do math better. Math is hard. Easton Hurley, as he steps up under center with Clenny in the backfield. He's going to trip and fall, kind of fumble on that play. Doesn't fumble the ball, but that's going to be a loss of 3, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Depends on where they spot this one at. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 13 for the Wolves. Clock rolling with 8:20 to go here in the ball game. Clenny in the backfield as Hurley gets it under center. He's going to hand off to Justin. So he's going to drag him down. That's Matthew Bernard coming up to make the stop. He's going to get right at the line of scrimmage. Justin Crutchmer on the carry there. I don't even know where Matthew Bernard came from the other side of the field from his safety position to make that stop. Matthew done a little game film work and knew what was happening, was able to get in there before anything could develop. So that's going to bring up 3rd down and 14 at the 7.5 mark here in the ball game for the Wolves. Big 3rd down here. Let's see if these Panthers can get a stop. Wolves want to spread it out from the gun. Hurley wants to throw. They're after him. He's going to get over down to the first down marker, and he's going to be run out of bounds by number 3, Kane Richardson. That'll stop the clock at the 7:06 mark. But the Wolves do get the first down. There was all kinds of daylight over there, and Easton Hurley took off, and a little bit of sunshine, and he made him a bale of hay. So at the 7:06 mark from the 4-yard line, the Wolves get a fresh set of downs here in the fourth quarter. Panthers are going to take a timeout. We'll take a timeout with them. You're watching the Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network. So here we go out of the timeout again. It is 1st and goal for the Wolves from the Panther 4-yard line. It's Kendrick Martin. He's going to run that one in for another Wolf touchdown at the 6:41 mark here in the fourth quarter to make it a 33-7 ball game. It's been all Wolves. Again, we had a little technical difficulty on that score there by McElhaney, but Scribner launched one, kind of tipped around between a couple of players. McElhaney ended up with it at about the 35 and ran her in for a score. So for the Wolves, the kick is up. The kick is no good. So it is still 33-7 with 6:41 to go. You're watching the Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network. Andy Duran tees up another one here at the 6:40 mark in the fourth quarter as he kicks this one back to Gavin Davis. He's going to walk the tightrope, and he's going to be out at the 6-yard line. That's one of those situations, just let that one go over your head and take it out at the 20. But regardless, it is going to be 1st and 10 from the 6-yard line for the Panthers. At the 6:37 mark. Here on a beautiful night for football in Pearcy, Arkansas, as the Lake Hamilton Wolves are taking on your Greenbrier Panthers. So here we go. Owen Scribner in the gun. He's going to call for it with twins to the right side. They're going to hand off. You have to forgive me, I didn't see that number that got the handoff. But he's going to get whoever it was back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 10. That's Seth Reed. That's good to see him back in the game. That's who I thought it was. He kind of hobbled off there towards the end of that 3rd quarter. But that's good to see him back. That is very, very good to see Seth Reed back. So, twins to the left side, single man down here on the right side. Throw's going to go a quick pass over the middle to Lawson Worthy. He's going to get it out over the 20. That's going to be a 1st down for the Panthers as Owen Scribner just kind of flopped that one out to him. And we will take the 1st down. Panthers want to go fast as they go twins again to the left side. Big Country lined up just behind the line of scrimmage. Wolves don't like what they see. They're going to take a timeout. We'll take one with them. You're watching the Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network. Out of the timeout, the Panthers are going to have it 1st and 10 from the 18.5-yard line. Fresh set of downs at the just under 6 minute. Owen Scribner, he wants to throw. He gets one out to McElhaney. McElhaney's got daylight. He turns the Jets on. He's taking this one to the house. He's over the 30. He's over the 20 to the 10. Touchdown, Panthers. There was a host of Wolves around him, and he split the difference between all 3 of them. The afterburners of the Jet kicked on, and he took it to the house for 6. And the camera guy had the graphic up the whole time. So some of you just saw him score on the edge of the screen. Oh, man. That was the call of the season right there. But well, they'll get to hear it, Jake.
Yeah, that's on me. That's on me.
Yeah, you're muted. You're done. You're done. Your privilege revoked. Take the headset off. Oh, man. Here come the text. Here come the text. Regardless, McElhaney caught that pass at about the 40-yard line. There were 3.
He had a guy that could reach out and touch him.
He did. He had 2 guys that could almost touch him. He split the difference and took it to the house. The kick is up. It is just over the bar, and Logan Graham adds another point to the goal line. It's 33-14 with 5:43 to go here in the 4th quarter. You're watching Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network. 5:43 to go in the ball game, and I do apologize. We're trying to get our ducks to row here. Ducks to grow. We want our ducks to grow, but we're trying to get them in a row as well. At the 5:43 mark here in the ball game, Logan Graham tees up his second kickoff for the evening as the Wolves lead 33-14. So let's see what happens here. Graham boots this one deep back to Justin Crutchmer as he's going to take this one. Logan Graham trying to make him step out of bounds, and he's going to take this one to the house. He fielded this one at about the 13-yard line down that far side of the field, and he took that one all the way to the house. There is 2 flags on the play. There is 2 flags down. I can see Coach Tribble motioning over there. So let's see what happens here. One referee's got his hands on his hips. I don't know what that means or if he's just tired. It's going to be a personal foul on the offense. So that'll be from the spot of the foul, which the flag is at the 32-yard line. So they should back them up 15 from there. So it'll be back around the 15, 18-yard line. Boy, that's a big break for the Panthers. Big break for the Panthers because Justin Crutchmer caught that one and took it to the house. But got to get up for my man Logan Graham. He got up, tried to make something happen. But my man Logan just didn't have enough lead in the pants, as my grandpa used to say. He hit him as hard as he could with all the Graham force he could muster up, but it just wasn't enough. Hey, we'll take it. It's 1st and 10 for the Wolves from the 20-yard line with 5:31 to go here in the ball game. Let's see if these Panthers can get a stop and get a few more points on the board before this thing's over. Hurley wants to throw. They're after him. He's going to chunk this one out of bounds, and it'll be 2nd down and 10. Boy, that's like what you like to see from your defense right there. Getting after the quarterback, keeping everybody covering up where they can't make a play. That's what you like to see. See Kane Richardson in the ball game, as well as Tanner Harris, number 48. Number 50, Braxton Williams there in his linebacker spot as well. Logan Farley, Garrett Matheny up there on that line. Let's see what they do here, 2nd and 10. They're going to hand it off to Crutchmer, and they're going to wrap him up. He's going to get right back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 10 with just over 5 minutes to go here in the ball game. Logan Farley also in up there on the line. Jake Hargrave, Eric Hewitt, Miles Miller, Matthew Bernard, Izzy Guzman, and Garrett James. Making it happen here. 3rd and 10 as the clock rolls. As the play clock's at 0. Maybe the play clock's not working. Panthers are going to take a timeout. We'll take a timeout with them. You're watching the Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network. We're back after the timeout. My producer beside me, Jake Robertson, has assured me there will be no more graphic until the end of the game. Well, hey, the 2 scores we've had, the graphic's been up. Just put it up there the whole time.
No. The graphic wasn't up one time. The camera was down.
Oh, the camera's down. That's a good point. All right. Here we go. It's 3rd down and 10 for the Wolves. Regardless, they're going to go from the gun. They want to pass again. Jake Hargrave making it happen, but he gets it off. He gets it off to that's number 1, Kendrick Martin, as he lowers his head, gets the first down, and then a little bit out to the 25-yard line. I'm sorry, that's not a first down. I was looking at the wrong marker. That's going to bring up 4th down and 6. 4th down and 6. 4th down and 5. It keeps moving, my goodness. 4th down and 4 for the Panthers. They take a timeout. We'll take another timeout with them. You're watching the Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network. This timeout was brought to you by Graham Brothers Electric Security and Datacom. Reach out to Graham Brothers for all your electrical, security, and Datacom needs. They will be there to help you out with any and everything you want. Family owned right there in Greenbrier. So here we go. The clock was running during the timeout, but they got it fixed now. 4:19 to go in the ball game, and the Wolves are going to have to punt. The kick is up. It's a good one. It's away as McElhaney calls for the fair catch, drops it, and picks it back up. So no harm, no foul. Panthers will get it 1st and 10 from the 39.5-yard line in their own territory with 4:09 to go. Let's see if these Panthers can shake and bake and get on the board with another touchdown or 2. They're going to go all 4 guys to this right side. Marcus Simpson all alone up there on the far side of the field with Owen Scribner all by himself in the backfield. Let's see what comes of this. Scribner wants to throw. He gets it to McElhaney. McElhaney's got some room. He gets out over the 45 down to about the 47-yard line. That's going to be a pickup of 8 and bring up 2nd down and 2. Boy, it just makes it a lot easier on yourself. Well, they're going to give it to him at the 46. 2nd down and 3. When we can make some action happen there on 1st down, it makes it a lot easier on you. Seth Reed in the backfield. He's going to get the call. He's not going to get it. Owen Scribner held on to it. Intended receiver was Big Country himself, Lawson Worthing, and they didn't connect for an incomplete, and that stops the clock with 3.5 to go here in the ball game. 3rd and 4 from the Panther 46-yard line. Need to make it happen here. 4 yards to the stick. Seth Reed in the backfield, trips to the right side. Scribner gets the call. He throws it. He launches one out to Big Country. Lawson Worthy looking for a flag there. Feels like he got held up a little bit. Nothing going to happen. It's going to be 4th down for your Panthers. Incomplete, stops the clock at the 3.5-minute mark in the ball game. It's going to be 4th down and 4 to go from the Panther 46. Panthers are going to take their final timeout. We'll take it with them. You're watching the Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network. Timeout is brought to you by TC Works, my man Jay Griner over there, taking care of all your internet needs. Trips to the left side. Owen Scribner calls for it. He gets lit up in the backfield, tries to get it away, and it's going to be a turnover on downs for the Panthers. He was trying to get it out to Carter McElhaney, and right as he's about to let go of it, he got hit and just didn't have enough on it to get it out there to him. So it's going to be a turnover on downs at the 3:28 mark here in the ball game. The Wolves are going to get it at the 46-yard line of the Panthers. Man, that's a tough break. You thought you had a little momentum there and just couldn't connect. But regardless, this Panther defense is going to come out. Again, this team on the field tonight a week ago put up 60 points on Van Buren. And your Greenbrier Panthers at the 3:28 mark have held them to 33. Hurley's going to hand it off to Crutchmer. He's going to get out to the – he's going to get a pickup of about 4 yards. That's going to bring up 2nd down and 6 from the 42-yard line. 43-yard line. Referees are driving me crazy now. 41-yard line. I don't know what yard line it is. They went all the way to the 40, and now they've backed it up to the 44. It's going to be 2nd down and 8 is what I'm trying to say. Hurley under center. They're going for the hard count. Nothing happening there. Peyton Evan goes in motions, doesn't get anything. Clock rolling, 2:40 to go. Hurley hands it off to Kendrick Martin. He's going to go up the gut and get wrapped up by a group of Panthers. Number 50, Braxton Williams in on the stop, as well as Eric Hewitt. Number 7-8, Logan Farley coming in to make the stop. That's going to bring up 3rd down, 3rd and 5. It's going to be a long 5. My wife loves that. 3rd and a long 5 for the Wolves. The Wolves are going to take a timeout with 2 minutes to go, and we'll take one with them. You're watching the Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network. Man, we're having a good time in the press box tonight. 2 minutes to go here in the ball game. Wolves are on top 33-14. Let's see what Hurley draws up for him here. They're going to do the double handoff to Crutchmer. Tanner Harris coming in to make the initial hit on Crutchmer. My man, the one and only Tanner Harris. He gets a little help there from Izzy Guzman and the rest of the Panthers. Good job, Tanner Harris. That's going to be 4th down and 5. Let's see what they do here. They don't have a timeout to call, so that's nice as the clock continues to roll at the 1.5-minute mark. Let's see what they do here. Wolves are going to go for it here on 4th down.
He's in forward motion anyway.
They're going to hand it off to Martin. He's going to get down over the 35-yard line. That's going to be a 1st down. Stop the clock with 1:02 to go in the ball game. And the Wolves are going to take this one. Clock rolling. Under a minute to go with a fresh set of down. Tonight's going to be all Wolves as they're going to take this one 33-14. As they line up in their victory formation, they're going to take a knee here and let this clock roll out. It's all Wolves down here in Lake Hamilton tonight as they take this one 33-14. You're watching the Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network. We'll take a quick break here and come back with second half stats. We're back here with your second half stats. Owen Scribner was 4 for 14 for 193 yards. Kane Griffin was 3 for 5 for 70 yards. Kane Richardson was 0 for 2. Carter McElhaney, 6 catches for 186 yards. Miles Miller, 2 catches for 56 yards. Izzy Guzman, 1 catch for 18 yards. And my man, Big Country himself, 1 catch for 11 yards. Seth Reed had 10 rushes for 26 yards. Parker Roberts was 4 for 13. Kane Richardson, 2 for 8. Carter McElhaney, 2 for 8. And Kane Griffin, 2 for 8. Again, it was all Wolves in this one. 12 first down for your Panthers, 24 for the Lake Hamilton Wolves. 21 for 46 rushing yards for the Panthers, 51 for 371 yards for the Lake Hamilton Wolves. 2 turnovers for your Panthers, 1 turnover for the Wolves. Third down conversions, the Panthers were 7 for 14. The Wolves were 2 for 11. Fourth down conversions, Panthers 0 for 2. Wolves were 4 for 5. It was all Wolves tonight, man. Panthers played hard, got a lot of young guys mixed in there. We've got several injuries that will be coming out here in the next week. So make sure to tune in and join us next Friday night at home. It's homecoming as Russellville comes to town. I want to say a big thank you to Jake Robinson beside me for putting that graphic up during 2 of the biggest plays of the game. I'm kidding. Big thanks to Jake and Justin Woodrum upstairs doing all of our camera work for us. And thank you for tuning in and watching Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network. We'll see you next week.